Hi everyone, welcome to MindFit, brought to you by Home Care Assistance. This is the Thursday, September 3rd edition of our virtual MindFit. I'm so glad that you're joining us today. If you've been with us before, you know that MindFit is part of our Balanced Care Method. In the Balanced Care Method, we focus on 5 different areas of healthy aging. And MindFit falls under the cognitive stimulation domain. So we're going to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes solving different problems and questions to give our brains a little bit of a workout. Today we've got alphabet soup, number phrases, quiz 100, circular scrambles, and anagram swap. We also have some talk about it questions that are highlighted. And one of the reasons we do this is socializing and connecting with friends and family is also a great workout for the mind. So these are some extra questions to get you chatting with a partner or friend. For example, one talk about it question is, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? We're going to start with alphabet soup. And the goal here is to identify an answer for each letter of the alphabet. Our category for today is things that are considered to be heavy. So I'll put up our list here. Things that are considered to be heavy. And this could be an object. I know there's some animals on the list. I'll give an example to get us started. Something that's heavy, you might have an anchor. What else can you think of that might be heavy? Or B, something that might be heavy, a boat. And it doesn't have to be something that you would necessarily typically lift or move around, but again, just an object that is known to be heavy. So you can pause here if you'd like to spend some more time. You might want to get out a list and write some of these down. I'm going to move forward to the answers and we'll see what some suggestions are. All right, so we've got almost a full list. It looks like the only one that they didn't come up with was a Q for this one. So I'm curious for people participating at home what you came up with for the letter Q. Some of the more, let's see, creative answers here. Knight's armor, that's a good one. I don't know about umbrella stand, that's a little bit of a stretch for you. Sometimes they have to be creative. Okay. Moving on to number phrases. We're going to identify the given phrase based on the number and letter clues. For example, 4 equals S on a S would be 4, that's a little bit more like a rectangle, but that's supposed to be 4 sides on a square. Okay, 10 T on a F. And for each of these, I'm going to give a hint as well. The hint here is anatomy. And we have the answer for this one is 10 toes on a foot? 1 W on a U. 1 W on a U. And the hint here is transportation. So 1 wheel on a unicycle is the answer. 4 USP on MR. 4 USP on MR. And the hint here is history. So we can probably guess that US stands for United States. 4 United States P on MR. The answer here is 4 United States presidents on Mount Rushmore. 3 PCs. And our hint is art. The answer they're looking for is 3 primary colors. Again, if you want to pause after each question, you can take a little bit more time before revealing the answers. 12M and a Y. 12M and a Y, and the hint is time. If you guess 12 months in a year, you're correct on this one. 9J on the SC. And our hint for this one is U.S. government. The answer here is 9 judges on the Supreme Court. 5P on a S. And our hint is shapes. 5P on a S. And the answer for this one is 5 points on a star. Okay, we're going to move on to Quiz 100. We do this every week, and the goal here is to come up with as many answers as you can for the following questions. For example, name something that is round. And for that, we could, of course, come up with a ball, a wheel, we have bicycle's wheel. What else could we come up with that's round? A CD or a DVD? Lots of things we could put on that list. So our first question is, finish the 2-word phrase, under blank. And this could be a compound word with 2 words, or it could be 2 separate words. The picture is giving you a bit of a hint here. I'm going to move on to the answers, but feel free to pause if you want more time. We've got underwater, underweight, underappreciated, and underrepresented. Okay, our next question is, name something you may try to lose. Something you may try to lose. I think there's one that comes to mind right away. A lot of people do this especially after New Year's. This might be their New Year's resolution. And it's why gym memberships always go up after the new year. Something you may try to lose. I'm going to move on to our answers. You may try to lose weight. You may try to lose or get rid of someone following you in their car, a bad partner, or bad habits. Name something you fill with air. And they're giving us a little clue in the picture here. Name something you fill with air. Okay, moving on to the answers. We've got balloons, lungs, an air mattress, a ball, and a bubble. And they've got a talk about it question for this one. Have you ever been on a hot air balloon? And would you try it if given the chance? That's always I have not been on a hot air balloon, and I would not try it if given a chance. So I'm not very adventurous in that area. Name something that moves slowly. Something that moves slowly. They're giving us a clue on here. Some of these answers are animals. And I'll move on to the answers. We've got a sloth, turtles, slugs, traffic during rush hour, and the line at the DMV. Okay, next exercise is called circular scrambles. We're going to identify the following 6-letter words which have been written in a circle. Words can be written clockwise or counterclockwise, and letters are in consecutive order. So we're looking at an example on the left here. And I'm going to draw a line. This word is pizzas. Here's our next one. And you'll notice some of these are harder than others depending on where the first letter of the word is placed. Again, you can pause if you want more time. This word, something we use every day, and it starts with the M and ends with R. The word is mirror. Here's our next one. This one starts with a C and goes around to the E. The word is create. Okay, our next word. Now this one is going counterclockwise. I'll give you a hint. And this word starts with the P, goes around to the N, and the word is person. All right, this word is going clockwise. And this word starts with the S, comes around the E, and the word is sandal. Here's one that's going counterclockwise. This word starts with A and comes around to the T. The word is abrupt. Our next word is going clockwise. And on this one, we start with the B and go around to the T. And the word is basket. Okay. This word is going clockwise. Here we're starting with the letter D and coming around to the D for the word depart. And our last word is going counterclockwise. This word starts with the F, comes around to the R. It's a fun little trick to see what your eyes are drawn to first, and then work through which possibilities there are. Okay, our next exercise is called Anagram Swap. And we're looking to find an anagram or another word that can be spelled rearranging the letters in a single word. And they're going to give us a hint on all of these as well. For example, if they give the word China and the hint is links, the answer that we're looking for here is a chain. All right, so here we've got our words and our hints. And I'll give you a little bit of time. If you want, you can pause the screen here and work on these before I put up the answers. So we can do another one together just so you get the hang of it. For example, the word peach, and our hint is money. Peach can be rearranged into the word cheap. So that is the relation to the word money. Take a little bit of time and see what you can come up with. I'll give you a first letter hint for all of these. So if you're not ready for hints yet, go ahead and pause. But if you'd like some help, I'm going to write down the first letter. We've got a G, B, T, S, M, and another S. So see if those first letter clues help at all. And I'm going to go ahead and put up the answers. Again, feel free to pause if you'd like a little bit more time. here is our answer. We've got peach into cheap, danger becomes garden, break becomes baker, hatred becomes thread, horse becomes shore, merits become Mr., and west becomes stew. All right, that's it for our Thursday, September 3rd edition of MindFit. Thank you all for joining in. There's some links to additional material. In our enrichment guide, we have some additional exercises, both cognitive and physical, as well as some stress-reducing exercise. Also some additional input and information on stress reduction in the self-care guide. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me. Thanks so much. Take care.